everyone. I have dreamed about what it would feel like to sit down and film this video for a very long time. To know that 10,000 people enjoy my videos enough to want to stick around and subscribe is just mind-blowing to me, and I am beyond excited. So I thought it would be fun to do a giveaway in celebration of 10,000 subscribers, and not just any giveaway, a Stony Clover giveaway. So you will definitely want to stick around until the end of this video and see what I'm giving away and how to enter, but let's go ahead and jump into some of the questions. Okay, this is a good one to start out with. How old are you, and do you have any siblings? I am almost 30. I will turn 30 in just a couple of weeks, and I have two siblings. I have a younger sister and a younger brother, so I am the oldest. Next, is YouTube your full-time job, or do you have a regular 9 to 5 as well? I am a full-time stay-at-home mom to my almost 3-year-old daughter, Ellie Rose, and I would say YouTube is my part-time job right now. I would love for it to be my full-time job, but the amount of hours it takes to be a stay-at-home toddler mom just doesn't allow for it to be a full-time job, so maybe someday, but right now I'm loving the balance between being a full-time stay-at-home mom and part-time with YouTube. Next question, how did you and your husband meet? Love at first sight or not quite? My sister actually introduced us. So at the time I was a senior in college, so I was out of town, and my sister was still in high school, and she had joined a Bible study where she met my now husband, Andy. They had a very brief conversation, and she calls me on her way home that night and said, "Bekah, you have got to come home. I just met your husband." So that is how we met. She set the whole thing up, and of course I was very skeptical. I thought, no, there is no way. Life does not work that way. But I came home from fall break, and my sister made sure that we met. She set the whole thing up, and we hit it right off. And after our first date, we both pretty much knew that this was the real deal. And 6 months later, we were engaged, and 4 months later, we were married. So we had only known each other 10 months by the time we got married, but we just knew. So we were that story of just after a few weeks, we were very confident that this was it for us. So that is how we met, and it's all thanks to my sister. She still takes credit for it to this day, but I'm very, very thankful for it. Moving on to the YouTube specific questions. This next one, how long have you been doing YouTube? Was the plan always to do Disney related videos? So I have been doing YouTube for almost 5 years. This February will be my 5-year anniversary on YouTube. And originally I had started my channel to talk about Disney and share my love of makeup, which is really funny because I do not consider myself a makeup guru or expert by any means. And so it's funny at the time that I wanted to do these get ready with me videos and sharing my monthly favorites and makeup tutorials, and I'm not sure at the time I thought that was the direction I wanted to go, but obviously that has shifted. So that is what I originally started my channel for, and I was sharing Disney tips kind of mixed in there. It was kind of a hodgepodge of videos. If you go back to the very beginning, it's a little bit of everything, which is funny. But yeah, I've been doing this for 5 years, and I love that I've settled into this Disney mom niche and that I've gotten specific with content that I'm really excited about. Next, what made you actually start? So this is funny. I had just discovered the whole world of YouTube about a year prior to starting my channel. And the entire time I had been thinking, you know, this would be so fun. I want to do this. I want to make videos. I want to have a YouTube channel, but I just did not have the confidence. I was so worried about what people would think about me. I thought it would be weird. I thought I'd be awkward, you know, all the things. Meanwhile, I was so excited about planning my next Disney trip with Andy, and I was talking his ear off about the resorts, the parks, the dining, just all the things that go into it. This was the first real Disney trip that I had planned on my own without my family, and it was just me and Andy. And I was so excited about everything, and he was getting so tired of hearing me talk about all this stuff non-stop. I mean, it was a lot. I will admit, looking back, I talked about it way too much. And so he had the idea of, what if you started a channel and you could share everything you're learning about Disney, everything you're so excited about on your YouTube channel. And I thought, you know what, that's a really good idea. And I love makeup, and you know, I could make a channel out of this. So that is actually the reason that I started my channel, was because Andy, my husband, was so tired of hearing me talk about Disney nonstop, and I wanted an outlet to talk about Disney. I never really saw it going anywhere. I thought it would just be a really fun hobby and something that would be fun to do on the weekends, you know, because I worked full time, and so I would film on Saturdays. And anyway, that's why I started my channel, was to have an outlet to talk about something that I loved and all the Disney things that I was excited about. So that is why I started my channel. Next question, how many hours a week do you put into filming, editing, linking, etc.? So I think I mentioned earlier that right now YouTube is a part-time job for me. I would say I try to keep it around 20 hours a week. Sometimes I go over that and it's close to 30 hours, but I would say I stick between the 20 and 30 hour mark between filming, editing, creating thumbnails, descriptions, linking things, social media, replying to comments, you know, all the things that go into maintaining a channel. I would say probably between that 20 to 30 hour a week mark. Next question, times where you thought you might quit YouTube, why, and why you chose to keep going. Oh man, I have had a handful of times I thought I was gonna quit. The first time, I was probably a year or two in to YouTube, and my channel really wasn't growing. It was just, for about a year, it had kind of plateaued. And I had really thought, you know, is this really for me? I don't know if this is something I want to keep investing so much time into if I'm not seeing it grow. But I always came back to remembering why I started my channel, that it was a fun hobby and something that I really enjoyed doing. And so why would I quit something that I loved and that I was having a lot of fun doing? So that was really the first time I feel like I overcame that temptation to just throw in the towel and keep going, because I enjoyed it and I just was having fun. And if it wasn't growing, that's totally fine. It was something that brought me joy. And I would say the next time I really struggled with wanting to keep going with YouTube was right at the start of 2020, when I had my daughter Ellie Rose, and of course Disney had just shut down. Everything had come to a standstill, and I was really struggling mentally, emotionally, and dealing with postpartum depression. And you know, the idea of maintaining my channel through that year, it really fell to the wayside. I was not wanting to talk about Disney. We weren't going to Disney. We weren't going anywhere. And I was at home with an infant. And so I had put out a few videos that year, not Disney related. I put out my C-section birth story. I shared a nursery tour, more baby focused content, and they performed really well. But I think something that I realized was that those videos didn't bring me the same joy that Disney videos did. And so even though those videos kind of blew up, I didn't want my channel to go in that direction. And so it was really a good year where I was very back and forth about YouTube. You know, is this something I want to keep doing? What direction do I want to go in? Like, what's the future of this channel? Is this something I even enjoy anymore? And so it wasn't until about a year and a half ago that I decided, you know what, I'm in a really good place mentally, emotionally. I'm ready to go all in with YouTube, and I'm really gonna dive into this Disney mom niche and just give it my all and see what happens. And so that was really the last time that I questioned, is this something that I really want to do? But yeah, those were the two specific times I can think of where I really struggled with my channel, but chose to push forward and keep going. So here we are. Okay, this next one made me laugh. It's just, I want to see some bloopers, LOL. So Andy and I have actually talked about adding in bloopers at the end of our vlogs, because there is quite a bit that I edit out. So if that's something that you would be interested in seeing in the vlogs at the end of a video, let me know in the comments down below if you want to see bloopers, or even just in sit down videos like this. I feel like, I mean, I still have to edit things out because, you know, I say just weird stuff and I edit it out. So if that's something you want to see in future videos, comment down below. Next question, what is your favorite video to create? Definitely vlogs. I love getting to vlog in the parks and then coming home and getting to rewatch all that footage and kind of see everything that I got and then piecing it together into almost this home movie is really, really fun. And then I also really love informative Disney sit-down videos. I really love doing the research beforehand and then sitting down and getting to share different tips or a review, or I don't know, I really enjoy that kind of stuff. So vlogs are definitely my favorite though. That would be my #1 pick. Next, how long did it take you to hit 1,000 subscribers and get monetized? So if you don't know, in order to get monetized on YouTube, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. So I got the 4,000 hours of watch time actually a couple months before I hit 1,000 subscribers. So that part was a little like, oh, come on, I'm almost there. But I want to say it took me about 7 or 8 months to hit 1,000, which was actually way sooner than I thought it would happen. The first 100 subscribers though was the hardest. That took about 2 or 3 months to get that first 100. And then I feel like once I got 100, it kind of sped up a little bit from there, but that first 100 took a minute. Next question, did you feel embarrassed or nervous at first telling friends and family you make YouTube videos? Absolutely. I didn't want anyone to find out. I kept it a secret for a very long time, but I did finally get confident enough to tell everyone in my world what I was doing on YouTube. But it took me a little while, especially early on when my videos were getting, you know, maybe 20 views. So yes, I definitely felt embarrassed and a little nervous about it. How do you plan your YouTube content? Do you plan Disney trips based on that? So I try to have my content planned out at least a month in advance, and it hasn't been until recently where I've been able to plan my Disney trips around my content, which is really cool. But I always have this running list in the notes section of my phone of ideas that I'm constantly jotting down. If I think it's a good video idea, I'm always jotting it down. And I would say a lot of those ideas get thrown out, but a lot of good ideas come from that too. But that's pretty much how I plan out my content. I'm just always jotting things down, and of course Disney trips help a ton because that provides a ton of content for me to share on my channel. But I try to have my videos mapped out pretty far in advance. That way I'm not scrambling, you know, week of trying to come up with an idea. Early on in my channel, I would come up with video ideas like day of and film the video, but I found that that was very stressful, and especially if I just didn't have any good ideas, I wouldn't have a video for that day. So I really like having my videos planned out really far in advance. That way I'm not stressed about it, and I can film, you know, several days in advance or a couple weeks in advance, and I have videos always ready to go, or I'm intentionally taking a day off or something like that. But I try to have it planned out as far out as possible. How did you figure out what to do to get your videos edited, up online, searchable, etc.? I taught myself. I started out using iMovie. I still use iMovie, but I watched a lot of tutorials on YouTube, and editing with iMovie took me a very long time early on. Now I can do it with my eyes closed. So you just kind of figure it out and you get familiar with it. And same thing with getting videos uploaded to your channel. There are a ton of tutorials on YouTube, and that is how I figured it out early on. And when it comes to how I learned how to get videos searchable, a lot of trial and error. I use a service called TubeBuddy, and it has helped me a ton. I'm able to input different keywords and titles, and it'll actually rank that for me and tell me how searchable or how it's going to perform on YouTube, which is really cool. I don't follow it to a T just because I found that a lot of my views are coming from recommendations or the YouTube homepage, but it's been a really helpful tool, especially early on when I had no idea what to title a video or how the YouTube algorithm worked. So highly recommend TubeBuddy if you are considering starting a channel. Okay, these two questions kind of tag off of each other, but the first question is how to start and progress. I started one, but I don't know what to do. The next question, advice for someone wanting to start a YouTube channel. There are a ton of videos out there all about starting a channel, how to grow your channel. My biggest piece of advice for someone wanting to start a channel, especially in the Disney niche, I would say is be authentic and don't try to copy someone else's style or what they're doing on their channel. You are your own unique person and you have something fresh to offer to YouTube, and there is an audience out there for you. So yes, be consistent, have a thoughtful and creative title and thumbnail, but also be your true authentic self, and people are going to be drawn to that. Okay, last question. What do you dislike about making videos? This is tough because I really do enjoy the research piece that goes into creating a video. I love sitting down in front of the camera and talking to you. I love editing. I really do enjoy editing. I guess what I would have to say, dislike about making videos, maybe the actual setup process. I wish that I could just like snap my finger and have my makeup done, my hair brushed, have my camera all charged and set up, lighting, the whole thing. I guess that's the only part that I'm not a fan of, is like the actual setup process. I wish, again, that I could just snap my finger and everything be, you know, ready to sit down and film. But other than that, I guess that's it. I really do enjoy and love what I do. All right, moving on to the giveaway because I'm very excited about this. In celebration of 10,000 subscribers and 5 years on YouTube, we'll call this my 5-year anniversary giveaway as well. I am giving away a Stony Clover fanny pack. This Mickey and Minnie print just came back in stock on the Stony Clover website. This is actually my fanny pack, but what I'm gonna do is I am gonna send the winner a brand new one straight from the website. And I love this so much. I have fallen in love with Stony Clover, and I knew that I had to give away something that I was really excited about and really, really love. And I cannot wait for one of you to have this. So here's what we're gonna do. In order to enter the giveaway, you need to, of course, be subscribed. You need to like this video, and lastly, comment down below something that you would like to see more of on my channel in 2023. Maybe it's a video idea, maybe it's something I haven't done yet, or maybe it's something that you've really enjoyed on my channel and you want to see more of. Maybe it's something vlog related, or maybe it's an informative sit-down video talking about something specific. Let me know down below in the comments, and that is all you have to do to enter. So subscribe, like this video, and comment something that you want to see on my channel in 2023. And make sure that your notifications are on, because what I'm going to do to contact the winner is I am going to reply to your comment. So you will definitely want to make sure that your notifications are on so that you don't miss my reply in case you are the winner. I'm going to let this giveaway run for 1 week, and I will have all the details listed down below in the description box, but I am so excited for one lucky subscriber to win my all-time favorite Stony Clover fanny pack. I cannot wait for one of you to have this. So thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you again for 10,000 subscribers. I seriously could not do what I do without your support and without you guys watching my videos and using my links and liking and commenting and sharing my videos. It just means the world to me. So thank you again. But that is it for today, and thank you again for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.